So guys, welcome back to the channel. This is for whoever needs this message. Okay. Our main energy is you are now wide open. Okay. Somebody has had some kind of a paradigm shift, because that plays out in the cards here. And this is just a things to make you aware of. That you may not be expecting. So it's a little bit of a whoever needs to hear this message and what you kind of don't see coming, okay? Because your abilities and the overall reading is talking about being wide open and a shift in how you're perceiving the world around you, a new perspective in yourself. I just did a reading that was similar to that, but this is for a couple of you in particular, okay? You're starting to experience some movement in this paradigm shift where you're starting to see things a little bit differently. Just know that the universe is working with you, okay? And you may not be expecting some of this to be, like you may feel that you're not sure where you're going, but you are divinely protected and being directed from your higher self, your angels, and your ancestors. And they just want you to be aware that the energies are shifting and changing, okay, within you. All right. So you might need to step back and take a more look, a higher perspective of what's going on. I feel like we're very much in a period right now with Pluto and Aquarius, and I know I keep talking about this, but it's because that's what they're telling me, it's what I'm feeling. That everyone needs to, especially those of you that are going to be mystics, healers, teachers, spiritual leaders of the future, it's time to step back and let your higher self guide you in how you're perceiving what's going on. Okay, there's things that are going to drop away. And you know, it's going to be in some of the details. All right, it's going to be in some of the things that are going to suddenly you're going to get more clarity about. Okay, and you've got all these little pieces coming in that you're trying to make sense of, and the energies are now different. Okay, you also have your spirit guides and your higher self working with you. You might have more, you might start noticing that you're having more dreams that are sticking with you during the day because some important messages have come through. But just know that you have everything you need to make the right choices. This is your own inner talisman, your own inner guidance, connecting with your higher self and your spirit guides and your angels. And the road's going to have some bumps and turns in it, but you are totally able and capable of seeing with your inner wisdom where you need to go. Okay. Also, it feels like this is also an energy of walking away from people, places, and things that are no longer going to be part of the new you. Vibrations are changing. So you need to protect your energy. You need to protect whatever's inside of you that is starting to come to the surface. Okay. It's a time to take out and do some longer meditations to see with your inner wisdom where you're going. And I think, because I always see this as an arrow in the background here, you know where you're going, but you need to take the time out to raise your spiritual vibrations even more to handle this new influx of energy and connect with your higher self and your guides. Okay? And that's what the magic prayer is all about, is taking that time out and connecting with them and starting to see the renewal, starting to see how the new energies are working with you. Okay? Your higher self is guiding you. Okay? And you know this and you're going to feel this. Okay? It's renewing your commitment to where you're going on a spiritual level. Okay? You have the key to it. Now you just need to shuffle the energies around and pay attention to what you need to be aware of. So it might feel like for a little while there that you've hit rock bottom, because these energies are gelling inside of you. They are I don't know how to say this. You're reabsorbing the newer energies and starting to see where you want to go, where you need to go, what you need to do for yourself. You're becoming highly aware of this. Okay? And that's what our Wizard of Awareness is telling us. You're actually sitting back now and figuring this out. Okay? And it may feel like for a little while there, while you're integrating this, it may feel like you go through a dry spell, but just know that you're being divinely guided while these energies are starting to come about and you're starting to figure out how to work with them. Okay? Because we're having a paradigm shift. You might be having new guides come in. You might be having, somewhere where you suddenly meet somebody that you vibe with and you're not even expecting it. You've got new opportunities coming in that you weren't looking for. Okay? And this is all about getting, shifting into the new you and realizing that you have what it takes to be the person that you're going into the future to be. And meeting some new people and finding a new group, new people to vibe with is a wonderful way to do that. But you also realize that you have your own wisdom, okay? You have something to offer. You are unique in your own way, okay? And other people might also be interested in what you know, okay? So you might find yourself being teacher and student at the same time. It's going to require a little bit of a balancing act, okay? Because now we've got all these new higher chakras opening up for those of you that are going to be mystics, teachers, healers, spiritual leaders of the future. And it's going to require more of a balancing act. So I don't know who this message is for, but this is where you're putting your heart into it, and you're realizing not everything is meant to be for you, but the things that are meant for you, you are finding new balance and figuring out what to keep and what to get rid of. Because now, with this energy shift, after gelling it, you're now in unknown territory, okay? But I always tell people, I feel like this little bird here is the spirit guide or the higher self, or that one particular, like I have one particular guide comes in all the time, and she has a very particular earring for me. And I'm not talking about earrings, I'm talking about my ears ringing. That she comes in the most, and it's such a high pitch, but it sounds so far away. It literally feels like she's in my ear. And I feel like some of you might also be tuning into some new spirit guides coming in, okay? And it's all ready to blossom for you. So I asked what was the main thing going on at the end of this reading, and they gave me life force energy. You are really starting to shake things up, move things, and realizing how unique you are. Okay, so for those of you that feel like you're just beginning on your path or in the middle of your path, and all of a sudden it feels like you jumped up a couple of levels, you did. You did. You're going into the unknown now, so there might be some new things you need to study. You might be called to learn something new. I know there's all kinds of healing modalities out there, all kind of people going through a lot of transformation at this time. So take this as a message from your spirit guides and your angels that this is all happening for you, not to you. That seems to be the main message they've given me this week. I've had my own very strong dreams that even... a couple of them, I probably should do a reading on one of them because I feel like it's a message for someone. Because it felt like it was me, but upon waking and examining the dream, I realized it is a message for someone that may have some trauma and drama coming up. I don't know if I'm going to do a reading on it or not. But I had a dream yesterday, guys. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing it. I had a whole bunch of... in my dream, actually, I think I was on the astral level because it's so vivid. The colors were vivid. I had these higher frequency energies coming in, and they just were like all over the place. They were merging. It felt like they were merging into the walls of my higher self. I don't know how else to put the energy. So I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but it was definitely a huge eye opener that there are more guides coming in, some people that weren't expecting to be on a spiritual path as a leader. I think some of you are starting to get messages from the universe that, yes, you were meant to be a leader, and you're having all this movement, and you're wide open, whoever this message is for. So this may come in with a bang for you. And see, we've got the butterfly of transformation here. So you may feel like the energies are kind of, you're kind of off-keter, then all of a sudden you have some kind of a dream or some kind of epiphany, and you wake up, and you realize that you have come through another spiritual awakening, your higher chakras have opened up, and all this information is flooding in. Okay? And I don't know about you, but I know it takes me sometimes up to a month for the new energies to gel and me to figure out what they're telling me and how I'm moving forward into the future. So just take that however this is resonating for you. It's not going to resonate for everybody. I think this is for whoever needs this message. So there's definitely some ups and downs here on the inner and the outer self that you're going to be experiencing. But just know that it's happening for you. And your spirit guides and angels, and maybe even a new spirit guide is helping you to figure this out. Okay? Because you're going into the unknown. After coming through this period, I don't know how long, there's no, guys, they didn't give me a time on this or anything. This is just some of the energy some of you may be going through. Some of you may go through some of this, but not all of this. Some of you may already be going, okay, I've already got these unknown things and I'm trying to figure out what they're telling me. Journal, meditate. This solitude card says some of you may need to do some more deeper meditation. I have a purple. Purple is my color for spirituality. So I am meditating in between readings here, and I'm getting ready to go into at least a 20-minute, 30-minute meditation here to figure out some of these dreams and the energies that came in last night. I know what I felt in the dream, but now they're like poking me on the shoulder going, hey, we want you to pay attention to this because these are the internal changes that are getting ready to come out in your every day-to-day waking life. Okay, I feel like my upper chakras have opened up, the soul star and the stellar gateway. I don't know what other people call them. I've actually looked them up, and they're the higher chakras opening up. I may have to do some readings about that, or do something about that, because it feels like mine are. It feels like the top of my head feels lighter, if that makes any sense. So maybe some of you, others of you that are now becoming wide open are going through that. Okay. So I hope this helps somebody. It's not really a long reading, because you're all going to feel these energies differently. But whoever this message is for, you are putting all this together. You are listening. You are picking up these and integrating all this inside. Okay. It's all coming in. For some of you, it feels like it's just going to, one day you're going to feel normal, and the next day you're going to feel like, why do I feel different? I physically, mentally feel different. And it's because of all these changes going on. All right, guys. Whoever needs this message, just know it's happening for you, not to you. You have a lot of life force energy coming up. Lighthouse, be a light in the dark.